Good evening and welcome to Electripetrolhead. My name is Andy. Now, I used to own a Tesla Model S and I absolutely loved it, and I'll happily buy another one. Back when we bought our car in 2018, the USP of Tesla was kind of the charging options. So it had the supercharger network, and at the time it was kind of the Model S or the I-Pace. The Model 3 hadn't even come out in the UK yet. And to a lot of extents, the Tesla supercharger network really is still amazing. So you would think that if anyone was going to travel a really long distance, let's say for example from New York to California, then a Tesla would be by far the best car, because you've got the superchargers, you know they're going to be reliable, and it's going to be a really easy trip. Long, but easy. So why has the Porsche just beaten the record for the Cannonball Run, which is the coast-to-coast run across the US, non-stop, very legal, but kind of cool? And it's interesting because one of the guys, Kyle, had previously owned the record in a Tesla Model 3 long range. So this time, he went in a Porsche Taycan 4S. So not the Turbo, not the Turbo S, the 4S, with a larger battery, the aero wheels. And he went with two of his mates, Drew and Timon. So the three of them went out and actually beat the time that Kyle had previously set. So the record was, and this is the Tesla Model 3 record, 45 hours and 16 minutes. And they've just done it in the Porsche in 44 hours and 25 minutes. So that's, that's a good amount of time to beat. It was always one of the things, like, I've been interested in the Cannonball Runs for years. Obviously the movies and then all the records. If you're interested in that, I highly recommend checking out the Vin Wiki channel, which is really interesting for sort of Cannonball Runs and stuff like that. It was really interesting, this, for the Porsche, because they used just the Electrify America set of rapid chargers. And they can go up to, I think, 270 on a Porsche. But in this test, they only went up to about 250, and I think they hit 260 once. And the other thing they did, which was quite clever, was they didn't really go and charge above 80%. And this is where, generally in electric cars, the speed of transfer of electrons into the car, so the charge rate in kilowatts, starts to sort of tail off. So the fact they only went up to 80 is really impressive, because they obviously knew what they were doing. I just think it's really interesting. For so long, I've been telling people that if you want an electric car and you're going to be doing lots of long journeys, you really got to stick with Tesla. We're now coming to the point where that's no longer such a deal breaker, and there were lots of other really long distance, really good quality cars. Polestar's a prime example of that. And plenty of other people have been doing loads of long journeys in like e-Neros and Konas and all these different cars. And this is just such a really good thing. Now the really cool thing is Elon would actually be proud of this, because whilst a lot of the sort of Tesla fans on the internet think that Tesla is the only company that should ever exist, the reality is Elon wanted Tesla to just be a part of an electric sort of ecosystem of cars. So one of Tesla's original goals was to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport and make it so that lots of different car manufacturers all offered EVs, and everyone had solar, everyone had batteries at home, and all this sort of ecosystem just grew and grew and grew. So this is a really positive thing for everyone. Now the big question is the Tesla supercharger network still the big USP of Tesla? And if that's not the case anymore, where does that leave Tesla? Because I still think the way that the sat-nav, for example, integrates with all the different chargers within the Tesla network is just brilliant. And it makes, for long journeys, like we've travelled all over Europe in our cars, and it makes it so much easier just hitting the destination and seeing all the superchargers marked out. It even tells you how long to charge at every point. So I think this is the next stage. We're getting to the point in the UK where brands like Instavolt and Osprey and, BP Pulse and even Shell and all these other companies are producing a really good option. And for non-Tesla owners, they're really great. The next stage, I think, is getting all the sat-navs to talk to the chargers. So you turn up and there's an 8-bay Instavolt sort of location, and 6 of them are currently free. So you can just rock up knowing that you're going to get a charger. And that's what Tesla currently do really well. So no, it's not the end of Tesla's USP, I think. I think this Tesla supercharger network is still the number one. and they recently run a big survey on ZapMap to say they are still the most loved charging network in the UK, and I'm sure it's the same worldwide. However, this cross-country trip just proves that you don't need a Tesla to do long journeys. You can do it in Audi e-trons, which I know plenty of people who absolutely love them, and now the Porsche. So yeah, this is good. More good EV news to start 2021 off with. So see you on another video. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and check out some other videos. There's loads of interesting content there. Thanks a lot. Bye.